We're here with the lovely Sondra Ray, a wonderful author and the creator and founder of the Loving Relationships Training. We are very fortunate to have her in South Florida. She's going to be here September 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Sondra, tell us about the Loving Relationships Training. We're all very excited to have you here.
Well, there's three big reasons why I think people will really love it. First of all, it saves you decades of time. And second of all, you can move from the old paradigm, the old type of relationships that our ancestors had, to the new paradigm, which is wonderful. And third of all, we do rebirthing breath work every single day of the training, and that's really a bonus.
Now tell us about saving time. We all want to save time.
Well, there's two ways of learning. You can learn the hard way by trial and error, or you can learn from people who have figured out easy ways to do things. And the training is led by rebirthers, and we have a lot of experience and knowledge about relationships in the training. So if you do it the old way, by trial and error, it could take you decades to learn. This way, we have decades of knowledge in the training. If you take it in 3 days, you can learn, and therefore you can save lots of time.
Now, this is not just for relationships that we have with our partners. It's also for relationships with our parents, co-workers. It's relationships in general.
It applies to all relationships. In fact, all there is relationships in the world, so it applies to everything.
Now, speaking of relationships, you mentioned the new paradigm. How does that work with abandoning the old paradigm?
Well, the first step is you have to be really conscious of what the old paradigm is and let go of it. So the old paradigm is about control, manipulation, a lot of arguing, etc., a lot of conflict and pain. And so we want to get out of that. There are 12 patterns that affect people all over the world the same. A pattern is repetitive unconscious behavior. For example, a pattern might be that you could tend to attract a partner who is like the parent you had the most trouble with. So then you really have to struggle. That's a pattern. Then there's a lot of patterns, like there's a revenge pattern where you take out all your anger at your parents onto your mate, and that creates a huge problem. Then we move to the new paradigm, which is the paradigm of joy. It's the holy relationship, and it's all about having a spiritual partnership where you're together for the evolution of your souls.
That sounds fantastic. Now, how does the breath work help us integrate everything every single day of the Loving Relationships Training?
Well, every night after we do the data, we lie down on the floor. Everybody lies down together and does this breathing meditation called rebirthing. And we breathe for a whole hour. So you can relieve tension, you can release pain in your body, you can release patterns, you can release stress, you may even remember your birth. You may even remember past lives. Whatever needs to come out, comes out. And everybody feels really good after that. And we do that every single day. So that is a real bonus for people.
That's fantastic. And Sondra, I know that you haven't been teaching the LRT in a while, so this is a huge treat for us.
Yes, and well, I'm the founder and I wrote it, but I'm also a student of it. It's so powerful that I take it every time, even though I'm teaching it. And I always get something out of it for myself in my own process.
That's fantastic. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who are going to have so many benefits from taking this special Loving Relationships Training. Just as a reminder, it is September 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It will be in Fort Lauderdale. For more information, please log on to simplyblissproductions.com. Sondra, thank you so much. We're very honored to have you down here in South Florida.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.